all the big guys like Alex Hormozy, Iman Gadzhi, etc. are using this exact same formula to write killer scripts. And I've actually went from 2+ hours of scripting to 10 minutes of only scripting intros, and it's booked me a bunch of more calls, as you can see here. And I'm going to show you how to do this in 10 minutes. So let's get into it. This is probably you. It's like 2 a.m. You got 10 meetings in the morning. You've just been scripting. You've been using a ton of brain power. And let me tell you right now, it's a waste of time. But anyways, you upload your video and then you get hit with this bullshit. 10 out of 10. You get like 12 views. Wow, life sucks. And it's simply because most of your scripting is really just a waste of time. It won't book you more calls. It won't boost your retention, and you're just wasting precious brain power, okay? So you're burning your mental bandwidth that could be spent on your business. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. You're going to book more calls, make more money, and deal with less bullshit on sales calls because you're specifically targeting your ICP and your avatar instead of targeting broad. Only with YouTube intros. And this is some proof, and this is a screenshot of a rock. But anyways, I want you to forget everything you know about writing scripts. You don't need to do open loops and retention hacks and all this bullshit. I mean, yeah, sure, it works. 100%, it helps. But intros are the main thing you should focus on. You should be spending a lot of your mental capacity focusing specifically on these intros. And for example, this is one of my videos. It's a 2-hour free course. And 83% of viewers were still watching at around the 30-second mark. And for the most part of the video, people just clicked off. You can see there's a drastic fucking click off rate with this video. It's 2 hours long, and the average view duration is only 7 minutes, 8 minutes on a 2-hour long video. So average percentage viewed is only 6.8%. So this will tell you something because this video is at 68,000 views. Intros fucking matter. The people who have watched the whole way through, which is like 3%, are the ones that got hooked from the intro. So if you want more booked calls, if you want more qualified booked calls, if you want people to subscribe to you, you want your dream avatar to subscribe specifically to you so they get nurtured and that in turn turns into money in your bank account, then focus hyper specifically on your intros. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this and how to create pains to compel your viewer to watch the rest of your video. So look, a good intro can carry your entire video. So you gotta think about your intro like a movie trailer. So if you've ever watched Longlegs, which was an ass movie, it was terrible. Longlegs was quote unquote the scariest movie of the decade. It was fucking shit, but the trailer was amazing, and that compelled me to go to the movie theater and watch the movie until the end. Even though it was shit halfway through, I'm gonna sit there and watch the movie until the end, only because the trailer was good. And that's exactly what a good intro will do for your video. It is essentially a movie trailer. So this is a little graph that I made to specifically show you why intros are so important. So if this is your ideal client and viewer, and this is a little flag that, you know, shows that they booked a call with you, this is your video. It's a hill, and then it just rolls down. So your intro acts as the stepping stones to get over that hump. And if your viewer can't get over this retention hump, where they're not compelled enough to watch the whole video and just roll down the hill and then go right into the book call zone, then they're just not going to book a call anyways, or they're not going to subscribe to you or become a 40 video viewer where they watch every single one of your videos. And I'll talk about this in a second with positive feedback loops, and I think it's fucking important that you get this right with your business and your channel and your personal brand in general. But look, if you can get them over the hump with this intro, then it's just a foregone conclusion that they're going to get nurtured throughout your video and videos and then end up booking a call with you. So your intro gets them over this little hump, and if you can get over this little hump and actually intrigue them to watch the rest of your video, then you're fucking golden, man. You're fucking golden. So this is literally what a good intro does. You need to simplify it. In order to retain viewers, you need to use the least amount of brain power at the very start of your content. So literally, this is what an intro does. It shows them that they're going to go from pain state to alleviated pain state. So the reason why they clicked on the video was either A, they're in a certain kind of pain and you can help them, or B, they were curious. So 99% of you are probably in option A. You're making a video to solve a specific pain point in order for them to subscribe to you and watch more of your content and then end up doing business with you later down the line. So that's literally what we're doing. We're taking people from pain point to unpained point. So in your intros, you want to show them how they're going to get there with the video that you made. So if they don't understand that your video is going to actually fucking help them and that your video is the solution to their problems, then they're simply not going to go down this hill and book a call with you. So you need to simplify it as much as possible. 10 seconds maximum. And honestly, like, dude, like, I'll be honest, I made really shit intros in the past, so I'm sorry if you watched some of my shitty intros. I'm working on it. Like, content is a thing where you always need to be working on it. But anyways, most channels start their videos extremely convoluted, which takes away from the core reason why they clicked on the video. So your viewer literally just wants to go from pain state to alleviated pain state. They don't want a whole convoluted, hi, my name is this, oh, I was doing this, I was doing that, etc. Like, you don't want to do a lot of talking. You just want to show them exactly why they clicked on the video and show them that, hey, look, this is not a waste of time if you watch this video, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to help you make more money, I'm going to help you do this, I'm going to help you do that, right? What's in it for them, not what's in it for you. So if you overcomplicate your intros, like this, for example, like you tell them your name, etc., you fucking blab on, then you're watering yourself down. So think about a tutorial video you've watched in the past. Like, you probably, like, maybe you were having trouble with making thumbnails. You click on how to make a thumbnail video, and it's just a whole bunch of bullshit before the tutorial even starts. Like 2 minutes of talking, then the tutorial starts. That's fucking bullshit. People don't like that. People are going to click off your video if you just have a 2 hour or 2 minute yap session before actually getting to the meat and potatoes. So if you overcomplicate your intros and you do a bunch of bullshit, then you are going to get people to click off, and you're going to create a negative feedback loop, which I'll talk to you about in a second. It's fucking important that you understand this, so please watch this video. I'm not telling you this just to, you know, nurture you some shit. Like, this is real important advice. Anyways, you'll have more people click off, and this will tell the algorithm that your video isn't worth watching, so in turn you get less views and less book calls and less business done in the future, and you're going to lose, again, like I said earlier today, was a potential 40 video viewer because they get turned off by one video, and I'm going to show you that negative feedback loop in a second. But this is a positive feedback loop. This is what we want our viewers to be doing. So we wanted them to watch the intro, and they get intrigued enough to roll down the hill, as you can see right here, and they're going to be, oh shit, they're going to be like, wow, they're going to be like, oh my god, this solved a pain. I have a tangible step-by-step process to do XYZ, and man, like, this guy just made me money with a free video. That's crazy. They get that positive feedback, then they watch another one of your videos, and it just keeps going and going and going. And this is how you create these 40 video viewers that end up just being a big fan of your stuff and is a buyer in the future. So this is like all you need to do. It's simple. It's just a simple positive feedback loop. But this is what most people do, and I am very guilty of doing this. So the viewer clicks on the video, watches like a little bit of your intro, realizes that you're fucking blabbing, and just clicks off the video because it's boring. It creates negative feedback. So next time they get your video on the homepage, they're not clicking that shit because they're not watching again. So they're not in a loop. They're just in a linear sequence of events, and they're just never going to watch your video, and they're never going to spend money on you because why should they? They don't like your videos. And if they don't like your videos, they just don't really care about you or don't like you, right? Very simple stuff. So you want this positive feedback loop instead of this negative feedback loop, or negative feedback linear sequence, because if you have this, then you're losing out on that one human being. So you need to find another one to replace it. And you know what I mean? You don't want that, how would I say it, word of mouth going around that your videos are shit, or, oh, I didn't really like that guy, or, oh, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about, etc., etc. You want this. You want as much word of mouth as possible. You want as much positive feedback going into your intros and your videos, and it all goes back to scripting really good intros. And I know I'm not really showing you like scripting techniques, but I'm just showing you how important this is, and I'm going to show you how to do it in, well, I was going to say this in a second, but I'm going to just show you right fucking now. So when you start your video, you want to interrupt the pattern. So just forget about this bullshit. It's kind of boring. Like, I'm just going to talk straight off the dome and show you exactly what to do. To interrupt the pattern is to get someone watching. Like, that's all you got to do. If everyone's boring, then you do something that's not boring at all. You started off weird. You be random. I mean, I've heard a lot of crazy things of people doing like cold calls, and they do some really interesting interrupt the pattern thing. And Leon Caparod has made a really good video on this, and it's something completely not related to intros, but I think it can really help a lot. It's about interrupting the pattern. I'll probably put a link in the description for that. But yeah, you need to interrupt the pattern. So you just gotta be shocking. You gotta do something different, out of the norm. Just be creative. Think about something. And it could be as easy as just like doing something like this, where, oh, Alex Hormozi and Iman Gadzhi is like on the side of a fucking Calendly link or a Calendly screenshot. It's like, oh, that's interesting. It could be as small as that, but all you need to do is just do something different. So interrupt the pattern. So you can use a shocking statistic, or ask a question that's like super bold, or make a bold statement. I'm about to show you how to 10x your YouTube leads in the next 10 minutes. It's like, well, how the fuck can you do that in 10 minutes? You know what I mean? Let me watch the video. So it can be simple, it can be very complicated, but simple is better, right? So show them the pain they feel. And key tip, this is pretty much like the main thing you need to understand, is if you just show them the pain, then they're going to be kind of turned off. But if you can kind of indirectly show them the pain they're in, then it's going to compel them to watch the video. So there's two examples, right? Could be like this one right here. If you're a business owner tired of creating content that gets zero traction, this video is for you. Decent, okay, decent. But if you can indirectly show them the pain, you can be like, yo, this is me on my laptop working 4 hours a week because my content literally just fucking gets inbound leads 24/7, and I don't really got to do anything but make a video every week. Bang. You're showing business, like, let's just say you're a business owner that has a fucking dry ass Calendly. You're going to be like, wow, what is this guy doing that I'm not? And you're going to watch the rest of the video. So you're going to name specific struggles, but indirectly. So like no views, no leads, no sales from YouTube, etc. That's what I'm showing you, somewhat indirectly and directly at the same time. There's a bunch of ways to do this, but the more creative you can get and the more inconspicuous you can be, the better. I mean, sometimes simple is the best. Sometimes you got to do something out of the box. It's really a game of trial and error. But the main thing is you got to A, interrupt the pattern, and B, show them the pain they feel. So now, you need to show proof that you are fucking capable of doing the thing you're talking about. And I like to kind of think about social proof as credit score. So if you have zero social proof, zero screenshots, zero people saying, hey, this guy knows his shit, you should probably go consult him or talk to him or get him to consult you, then you just don't have a credit score, right? It's the same as like a fucking 16-year-old that doesn't have a credit card but has like a bank account, right? Like when I was 16, I didn't have a credit card because I don't even think you can get credit cards at 16. Maybe I was just financially illiterate when I was 16, but I don't think that was true. But anyways, let's say you're 16 years old and you don't have a credit card. Well, you have no credit score. But if, let's just say you're a 22-year-old guy, you know, you pay your shit on time, you have good credit with the bank, so you have an excellent credit score. Or let's say you're 30 years old, you have a 2016 Dodge Challenger with like 30K still on it, you haven't made payments, your credit score is shit. And no, I'm not 30 years old and I don't have a 2016 Dodge Challenger. That's interesting though. Interesting how you can just make up shit on the spot. Anyways, I say this to say that if you have no social proof, you have no credit score. If you have bad social proof, and it's not even social proof, it is proof. It's proof that you know your product sucks or whatever, then you're gonna have a bad credit score. If you have really good screenshots and testimonials and people saying like, yo, go talk to this guy right now, you have a good credit score. And the reason why I'm really like hammering this down is because you need to show proof or competency that you can do what you do. So for example, I've used this method to book over 150 sale calls from my channel, and then I would like show you a screenshot of my Calendly, or I would like record myself going on my Stripe and showing you all the money I've made in the past month or whatever, or I'll just show you my Calendly and like refresh the page to show you that it's real, etc. That's what I would do specifically for proof. And if you don't have this kind of proof, well, you have no credit score and you need to build your credit score. So if you have no proof, get some fucking proof. But obviously you probably have a shitload of social proof that you can use in your intros to get people to be like, oh my god, this guy knows what he's talking about, so let me listen to him for a little bit more. So this is a great example. Or this one right here, my clients have seen an average, whatever, 300% increase in qualified leads using this technique, quote unquote. But yeah, you want to make a clear promise, so you got to be really specific. And if you can do it in a way where it's like, yo, you're going to get the step-by-step process and how to do X, Y, Z, by the end of the video, then that's much more tangible and easier to digest than like, oh, let's get into it. Right? So be specific. By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step script formula that attracts high-ticket clients. And I'm going to be real. Like, you don't have a script formula per se, but you are getting the principles that you need to understand in order to make really good intros. And intros just take like 10 minutes. It's crazy because a good intro is just like 10 seconds of you talking. So it's more or so I'm teaching you principles instead of just showing you exactly how to do it, because there's a million ways on how to do it. But anyways, this is a good little analogy. So if you don't have your glasses on, then you can't see what's in front of you, so you're probably not going to like move forward. But if you can see and you know what's in front of you, then you're probably going to move forward because you know exactly where you're going to get. So it's either like running into a thorn bush or just like walking and getting to your destination, if that makes sense. So show them what they'll get. So essentially it's just make a clear promise, use numbers. I'll show you the 3 key elements of a high converting YouTube script, quote unquote, or we'll cover 5 easy tweaks that will transform your YouTube presence, etc. Make it tangible, make it easy for the people to digest and watch your content. And last but not least is urgency is key. So for example, the faster you implement this, the quicker you'll see results. Or every day you're not using this method, you're leaving money on the table. So essentially, the more urgency you can kind of give off in a video, and obviously don't use too much because too much of anything is bad. Chocolate cake tastes great, but you're not going to eat fucking 3 Walmart chocolate cakes and get away with it. But yeah, use some urgency. And same thing with showing people what kind of pain state they're in. Be really subtle about it. The more subtle, the better. And watch this video. Have a great day. Subscribe if you want. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.